Hey everybody. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. I just wanted to come on and do my episode 1 of my snacks for the big game that's coming up. And so I wanted to show you guys kind of what I started today to do. I got a couple things going on. First off, I'm going to show you is my buffalo ranch dip. And then my second item that I'm going to show you is what we're having for dinner, but kind of not. You can do it as an appetizer, is meatballs. Okay, so we are going to start with the chicken dip. So I used 1.5 ounces or 1.5 containers of the Philadelphia cream cheese. And I always remind people to look at the carb count on these because some of the non-brand ones that aren't Philadelphia have carbs. And this has less than a gram. So this is the best one to stick to. If you're wanting to do a less fat, you can do the 1/3 less fat, but I still tell you to stick with Philadelphia. Also what I put in there was 3/4 cup of hot sauce, or you can use sriracha, whatever you prefer. And then I matched it with some ranch, same thing, 3/4 cup. I mixed all that together. And then what I did was I made some chicken breast in the crock pot and then just shredded them up. When I make them in the crock pot, I just take some chicken breast and add some broth to it. And when I do that, it makes it a little wet, so it's not really dry. And then all I did was strain it, and then used it. It took me about 3 nice-sized chicken breasts from that. So I mixed up these ingredients and the ranch. Got those all good. And then I put in a cup of mozzarella cheese, shredded cheese. I added that with the mix. Then I put everything together and then put it in a pan and then added a cup of mozzarella cheese on top. And this is what we got, guys. Now, what you can do with this, you can use my pork rinds and use it as a dip. You can do vegetables, for example, celery. And I'll show you kind of how that goes. I'm just going to dip in here. You can see it's kind of like a chicken thing we got going on here. So good. So good. Yum. Now, if you are a hot person and you want to add more hot sauce versus the ranch, you can. Or instead of ranch, if you're a blue cheese person, you can use blue cheese. I'm not a blue cheese person. So that is really good. You can use other vegetables with this. You can do kind of whatever you want with this, but this was so easy. So after I put all the ingredients in here, I topped it with more mozzarella cheese and I baked it for 20 minutes. That's it. Now, if you don't want to do your own shredded chicken, you can get a rotisserie from the grocery store and use it. Whatever you want to do. Make it as easy or hard as you want. It's on you. But that is so good. So that is an easy, really good idea if you need to take something to a party coming up this weekend, or you're just staying at home because of the pandemic. That's an easy thing to make. Now let's go over here and I'm going to show you what we're having for dinner. So this is another thing you can do, meatballs. I just have these with a little bit of water in the crock pot. You can add sugar-free barbecue sauce. You can do whatever you want to do. Now, what we're going to do with them is I'm going to put them with some of this pizza sauce. And this pizza sauce is really good ingredient-wise, and it only has 3 net carbs for 1/4 cup. And I take a little of this tomato sauce. I mix it in there, and I'm going to put it over shirataki noodles, and we're going to have spaghetti and meatballs for dinner tonight. I have a video how to make these noodles that you can't tell that they're not regular noodles. And then we're going to also have some spinach. And just in case you need to know, for 1/2 cup of spinach is 1 net carb. And then we'll top our spaghetti off with our Parmesan cheese. So I just wanted to give you guys my first episode. There is 2 pretty good ideas on things you can make for the big game coming up. And this dip is amazing. You guys will love it. And you can add things to it, take away things. You could add some green onions. I mean, there's so much you can do with it. That's just a base. Super, super easy. So I just want to let you guys know how this is my first episode of this, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with episode 2. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.